Hello children, this is Anirudh Tiwari, Mount Litra Z School Jhansi. In the previous section, we read about biological classification, we read about kingdom system, and we read about 2 kingdom classification, 3 kingdom classification, and 5 kingdom classification. And in 5 kingdom classification, which was done by R.H. Whittaker in the previous section as we have discussed already, there were 5 sections, 5 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. So in the previous section also I had told you that one by one we will start it. So today I am starting with Monera, the first kingdom of 5 kingdom classification done by R.H. Whittaker. What actually Monera is, I have already told you in the previous section: unicellular animals, unicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms, those who have prokaryotic cell. On the other hand, there is Protista kingdom also in 5 kingdom classification. In Protista, the animals are unicellular just like Monera, but they do not have prokaryotic cell, they have eukaryotic cell. So all the eukaryotes single celled, they are kept in Protista. All the prokaryotes single celled are kept in Monera. Now, in Monera, all the animals have rigid cell wall. They have naked DNA, that means around the DNA, around their genetic material DNA, there is no covering like nucleus. Third is they do asexual reproduction. And the fourth is they do nutrition, autotrophic, heterotrophic, and parasitic mostly. They are autotrophic also, they are heterotrophic also, and they are parasitic also. Monera can be divided into 3 categories. Number 1 is archaebacteria, or very primitive bacteria. Archaebacteria are very primitive bacteria and they can live in very extreme and hostile conditions, such as very salty condition. They can survive in salty areas. So those bacteria are known as halophiles. Those archaebacteria, halophiles, salty areas. If they can survive in very hot springs, they are known as thermoacidophiles, those bacteria. And if they live in marshy areas, so they are known as methanogens. They produce methane, that's why they are known as methanogens. Thermophiles, that means they can tolerate hot conditions. Halophiles, that means they can tolerate salty conditions, high salty conditions. In archaebacteria, these are very primitive bacteria before the eubacteria or the bacteria which are afterwards, the bacteria which came. Before that, in the extreme condition, the earth's condition was very extreme at the beginning. So in that beginning earth condition, these were the bacteria, those who survived. So that's why they developed so many tricks and techniques to survive in that condition. So such as if the condition was salty, they became halophiles. If the condition was hot, they became thermoacidophiles. Or in marshy areas where the oxygen is very less, they became methanogens. One thing is specific or special in archaebacteria, that they have cell wall, but the cell wall does not contain peptidoglycan, a kind of organic material. This they do not contain. They don't have peptidoglycan. This is a specific feature which separates them from mycoplasma and eubacteria. They are found in the rumen or the stomach, extra stomach of animals, where they produce biogas, such as cow. Cow has extra stomach known as rumen. In that rumen, these methanogens are found and they produce biogas. Now we are talking about eubacteria. Eubacteria are also known as true bacteria. They have rigid cell wall, and these bacteria we have already seen. Eubacteria are autotrophic. These are not autotrophic. Eubacteria are autotrophic. They can produce their own food. How? Because they have chlorophyll A and carotenoids. Autotrophic bacteria are also known as cyanobacteria, such as Nostoc and Anabaena. In the presence of sunlight, these bacteria can produce their own food, and cyanobacteria most of time looks blue and green because it has chlorophyll A and carotenoids. So these are autotrophic bacteria. They can produce their own food. Number second is chemosynthetic bacteria. Chemosynthetic bacteria, they oxidize one organic substance into another, such as nitrate, nitrite. These organic materials, they change into different organic molecule and different inorganic molecule, and they produce their own food. So by the change, when they change one molecule into another, and whatever energy is released after the change, they utilize that energy for their life processes. So these are chemosynthetic bacteria. And number third is heterotrophic bacteria. Heterotrophic bacteria are the most abundant bacteria. They are found everywhere all over the world in all the conditions, and they are gregarious or very high in number. They may be decomposers, they may be symbiotic, that means they live with other animal or plant. They cause diseases, most of the diseases, typhoid, cholera, these diseases they call, and they are responsible for the production of curd also. So these bacteria are heterotrophic, they are dependent on others for their food. They are mostly decomposers, they are mostly nitrogen fixation bacteria, such as this is symbiotic association. The example is Rhizobium, which you must have read in previous sections or previous classes. So they are the bacteria such as Lactobacillus lactici, Lactobacillus bacteria, which converts milk into curd. So these are heterotrophic bacteria. So bacteria has three categories. Number one is autotrophic bacteria, number second is chemosynthetic bacteria, number third is heterotrophic bacteria. So this is the second category of bacteria, and bacteria is the main organism of kingdom Monera. Now third is mycoplasma. Mycoplasma are the simplest organisms which do not have cell wall. The most important feature, mycoplasma are the simplest organism, they do not have cell wall. So their structure is not defined. Whatever container you use, they will take the shape of that container. They are also known as PPLO, pleuropneumonia-like organism. They cause pneumonia also, pleuropneumonia-like organism. They cause diseases like pneumonia in animals and plants. So this is all about the Monera department. Monera department has three sections: Archaebacteria, Eubacteria and Mycoplasma, and specific characteristics I have already told you. Here first section of 5 kingdom classification finishes. Thank you very much.